Hey, good morning. Let me get everybody hooked up and on here. Pretty sure I saw Dalton. I saw somebody else. Hold on. Okay, so it's a little bit of a mess this morning because my computer is broke. I can't use the Chromebook because I'm trying to send a message and multitask for another student that's here. So anyway, okay. Could have swore I saw Dalton on here a minute ago. I hope he didn't leave me. Okay, all right. So anyway, that's what it is. Okay. So for you guys in particular, we're all kind of in different places, and I know it's because I don't even know what I was trying to say. Okay. Anyway, so next week is one of the things that I wanted to talk about because next week is kind of our weird week because it is Thanksgiving break. We have A-Day Monday, B-Day Tuesday, and then everybody is virtual on Wednesday. So I know that we discussed this, but you guys kind of have to make your decision on what it is that you want to do or what it is that you can do. If at all possible, and you'll have to forgive me because I'm sure at some point in time you've told me what your plans are, and I can't keep up with everything right now, but I would love for everybody to be able to do both Monday and Tuesday next week. But again, if that's not a possibility because of transportation issues or work or whatever it is, I understand that as well. But we really need to try and milk every day that we can to try and squeeze in what little experience we're going to be able to get out of this. You know, we're already in a time crunch as it is, only having 8 days to work with. And originally, obviously, Tuesday was supposed to be an A-Day until they decided to change things up on the calendar. To give those B-Day students an opportunity to be in the classroom, even if it is for just one day before we have a long extended break. So you just kind of need to do what you're able to do as far as next week goes. So obviously I'm gonna modify what you have been doing each week as far as journal entries and summary reports and lesson plans. And what I'm going to do, and this is for the good of the group, okay, this is just overall for the good of the group, because you two in particular have been rock stars. You have been my solid rocks this semester. I have not had to worry about either one of you guys because I know that you're gonna rock it out. That I don't even have to question anything about you guys because I know that you are on it. So thank you for that. Thank you for giving me at least a little bit of sanity during this craziness. I don't think that you guys understand how much I appreciate that. That is better than an actual physical gift that you could give me at this point in time. So thank you for that. Dalton, this is for you too. Thank you for your constant preparedness and always being on it. So I am eternally grateful for that. So in saying all that, like I said, what I plan to do for next week is just overall for the good of the group, because I know that it's definitely not the same for our virtual cadet and fellow peers. It's obviously not the same for our TCs that are elementary, that, you know, the elementary goes virtual as soon as we're supposed to come back. And so that obviously was a huge blow for us, you know, which, you know, it hurt when we were ready and then the high school goes virtual and hold on. And then for cadets that were thinking all the way up until the Sunday night before that we were still good, and then getting the blow that no, they don't want us in the elementary or middle while we're supposed to be quarantining for the high school. You know, that was another blow, and it is what it is. And we just have to take the punches as they come. Hold on, let me see if I can get this light. There we go. Okay. So let me get to the point. Long story short. Next week, what I'm going to have everyone do just across the board is to take those couple of days, that Monday and Tuesday, and we're just going to roll everything in to our last and final couple of days in December. Because what I want to do, and I know originally that it was just going to be TC2s that we're going to go that 30th and December 1st. And we're going to push it so that TCs can get, you know, especially for the elementary TCs, so they can get at least a couple of days in the classroom. And then, you know, of course, TC2s getting only a whopping 4 days in the elementary classroom. I mean, it's just, it has been a mess this semester, but, and Gavin can vouch for this, at least it was an actual possibility. Whereas this time last semester, when we let out in March, we let out 2 weeks before they were supposed to start. And you guys know how that ended, that it never happened at all. So I'm grateful for the tiny experience that you have gotten over nothing at all. So of course, I'm extremely grateful for that. So we are gonna make December 1st our last and final day in the classroom. We will come back together, all of us, TC1s and TC2s, December 7th and 8th. You know, that 7th will be a work day for you guys working on putting your portfolio notebooks together. If you need to finish up anything on the 8th before you leave it with me. Now, I know we discussed this. I know we said that it's not technically due until that Friday, the 11th, if you need that extra time. But of course, I would encourage you to have everything done by the 8th so that you can leave it with me. And that's one less thing to have to worry about. And after you leave me on the 8th, you're done, right? You're done with the class. You're done. That's it. Sayonara, and enjoy, you know, almost a month break. You know, isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Almost a month. So that's the cup half full, right? And then, of course, that December the 8th is going to be our closing ceremony. Again, TCs from last year didn't get to do that closing ceremony, so I'm excited that we can do that. And I'm really, I mean, just the whole thing is very exciting to be able to get to that point in time anyway. So I just wanted to give you guys an update, a heads up of what's coming. Again, strongly encourage that if you can, any at all, do that Tuesday next week. I know it's considered a B day, but if there's any way possible you can come and do Monday and Tuesday of next week, obviously that would be best case scenario. If not, then we will have our final days on Monday the 30th and Tuesday, December 1st. What else? Oh, I know what I was going to say, and I don't think I ever said it. I'm sorry. Next week, we're going to take that Monday and or Tuesday and roll those days into your journal entries and weekly summary report. We're going to roll those days into the week of the 30th. That's what I was going to say. And like I said, I'm doing this because it's for the good of the group, because a lot of our other TCs are really struggling right now. And I don't, yeah, at this point in time, I just want to keep everybody afloat and just help us make it to the finish line. That's all, you know, my goal is at this point in time. And to hope that maybe everybody got something out of it, something, What questions or concerns do you guys have at this point in time, if anything? I mean, I really don't know. Okay, all right. Well, like I said, you guys are my rock stars, and I'm thankful for you guys because, like I said, I haven't ever had to question or even think, are they, struggling or what? And no, not that you're not, okay? Not that we are not all struggling with our own things, but I trust that if you were, that you would jump and let me know. The biggest thing is, and I know that I talked to Gavin about this the other day, the biggest thing is that when like concrete, and Lily, I apologize that I didn't respond back because I am the world's worst about reading. And then in my head, I responded, but I didn't actually physically respond. But you let me know the dates of teaching lessons and stuff. So that's what I was going to say. Make sure that when you get a concrete date, and Dalton, I believe you've already I think I'm pretty sure all three of you have already let me know concrete dates of when you are teaching lessons, because obviously that is what I'll be doing the next couple of weeks. Everybody, for different reasons, was pretty much observing this week, which is completely fine and completely understandable. TC1s and TC2s because of the different circumstances, because of cooperating teachers being out or whatever else. So I'm going to be really busy in our last 3 to 4 days bouncing around. So I'm going to apologize in advance. I know I'm not going to be able to see the whole entire lesson. I'm going to see as much as I can, trying to squeeze in everybody in those days. But of course, that's what your cooperating teacher is also there for. Whatever I don't see, I know that they will. And we'll take care of doing that post observation conference and evaluation. So I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, well, if I think of it later, I'll make sure that I shoot out an email or message later. But a couple more reminders. Don't forget about the November Honors Project that's coming up. Make sure that you choose a different option from what you've done in previous months. Like I said, reach out if you have any questions about that. Oh, okay. I did not write this down, and that's why I about forgot about it. Okay. All right, so for December, that week of the 7th, the week that those last 2 days that we're going to be together, we had talked about doing a school spirit week, okay? And I got like double and triple thumbs up for that. Everybody was super psyched because, as you guys already know, the school spirit really hasn't been here for obvious reasons. And there hasn't really been a good way to kind of unite everybody of in-person students and online students doing things together. So everybody is really jacked about this. Obviously, we don't really know how it's going to go. Fingers crossed it goes well. But Ms. Clemens is excited that this opportunity will allow the chance for her to get pictures for yearbook. So what we've got to do in the next couple of weeks is see about designing flyers to advertise. And actually what we're designing is going to be more seen virtually than here at the school. I'm not really worried about making posters and stuff to be putting up around school, just because we don't even have half. We don't even have half the school that is coming in person. So more people will see it being sent out virtually through the Facebook page, through social media, through email. So we need to work on a flyer and lock down our ideas for those days. So if you have like a spectacular idea or you are artistically inclined, that's what we've got to work on in the next week so that we can go ahead and start advertising. And then obviously I need you guys to make sure that you do participate on those days. Now what we had discussed, and I don't have my original paper in front of me, and we can change the days, but what we had talked about is whatever we do Monday and Tuesday for A day, we repeat that for B day. And then on Friday, when everybody's virtual, is when we, go big school spirit slash class colors. So what we had originally discussed, and again, we can change the day, is, somebody said, and I want to say that it was Noor that said that she loves Decade Day. And then somebody threw out the idea of doing, dress like your favorite teacher day. And I don't know if you guys still want to go with that, or if you want to go with something more generic. That really is up to you guys, and I'll let y'all make that decision. But I figured we'd do those two things on that Monday and Tuesday, repeat it for Wednesday, Thursday, and then, like I said, across the board for everybody on Friday. And that way virtual students can participate, and they can submit pictures through social media, through email. We'll make sure they know the ways they can send in these pictures, so that number one, we can get them for yearbook, and number two, maybe that could be an idea to get some kind of school spirit going for what has been a very mostly sad and bad news semester. Have y'all got any ideas or suggestions about any of that? Okay.
Are we going to do like a contest or anything like that? Like for who dresses up the best?
I mean, I definitely, I think whatever we can do and add to it would obviously be, it would ramp it up that much more. So yeah, if you guys can think, if you want to do a contest, and you guys kind of spitball ideas of, of course there has to be some kind of incentive, or people won't do it, right? So if you guys can like throw at me suggestions of what you think would be great prizes to offer for, the best on all those days, let me know. Now, again, remember, I make $1 a day, so my budget is very limited. But if you can throw at me ideas that you think your fellow classmates would really find appealing, then let me know, and I'll take care of having the prizes ready. And like I said, that would definitely ramp up our numbers for participating for sure.
I mean, I think gift cards work good.
All right. Yeah. Be more specific. What is there certain kinds of gift cards or certain places?
I mean, everybody likes Chick-fil-A or something like that.
All right, got it. What other suggestions? We're gonna have 3 days, because we might kind of combine the two, like Monday and Wednesday. Yeah, we'll combine those results, and then Tuesday and Thursday we'll combine those results. So, think of like 3 places for 3 different prizes. What else? What else is another favorite?
I don't know. A lot of people like baskets, like just a basket full of random small things. I mean, that's the best I got.
Okay. All right. Some sort of gift basket. Okay. All right. What are some other suggestions? I mean, come on. What is something that you would want, or you would want to win, or, even something that you are planning on giving a friend of yours as a gift? Anything? What do you think?
You could get them one of the t-shirts that you got us.
Give them a Teacher Cadet t-shirt?
Yeah, speaking of that, I got my new one.
Okay, all right. You just need to stop throwing shade on my shirts, because I thought they turned out really good. Okay.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Hold up.
Speaking of Dalton, yours is coming. All right. Everything feels like it's shipping super slow right now, but I promise you, yours is coming.
Let's see. I don't have anything. Oh, anyway, it says UCA teacher cadet, and then on the back of it, it says the same thing. The teaching is a work of art, but it's like white and red instead.
Okay.
All those colors.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. All right. It's okay. I'm going to cry on the inside like a winner. It'll be fun. Okay. All right. Anything else? Any other suggestions? Places, prizes, ideas, any of the above? If y'all think of something later, you can let me know. All right, what else? I know we're in our last couple of minutes, rather. Anything else?
Did you get my sticky notes?
What?
Did you get my sticky notes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I've got to finish putting those out today too. And that was another thing. And I was really hoping that more people would jump on here because unfortunately, some of the hallways that were taken have not had their notes turned in yet. And I'm not naming names, not getting anybody in trouble. But yeah, that was one thing I was going to kind of check on to see if those individuals were still planning on doing their notes. But oh well, I guess I'll contact them later. Okay, anything else for the good of the group? Questions, concerns, any of the above? Any questions or anything that you're not sure about as far as next week? Because I don't know that, I think all that I'm going to have you guys do next week is just a bell ringer check-in question as a way of doing attendance so that this can be something across the board for everybody, which won't take you but just a minute or two to respond back. So doing just a quick reflection Monday through Wednesday of next week, and just make yourself a note, make sure that you're writing down what you're experiencing in the classroom on Monday and Tuesday if possible. And we're just going to roll those 2 days into the week of the 30th to include in your journal entries and your summary. And no lesson plan due next week unless you are teaching, and then obviously you will already have a lesson plan for that, which will all be part of what's going in your portfolio notebook. So that will be your last and final, and that is your major grade. That is a huge chunk of your grade for third 6 weeks is that portfolio notebook. So of course, all this stuff is what you are building and going to be putting in that. So anything else? Anything that I forgot to talk about or mention, or you have a question about something? Okay. All right, well, then I will leave you there. Again, much love. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for your persistence. Thank you for being my rock this semester, because I really don't know if I could have stayed as sane without you guys being so dependable and always there pushing through, because you are rock stars. All right, I appreciate you. So I will let you guys go. Have a great weekend. And if I feel like we need to check in next week, we will. But if not, I'll just come around to observe you guys. And then, like I said, that'll be it for next week. So, all right, guys, have a good one. Let me know if you need me, okay? All right, bye.